President Obama, my name is Richard Bunce, and I'm a practicing Christian. I'm very active in interfaith work. And I would like to first commend you for the initial steps that you have taken in opposition to the practice of torture. At the same time, I would strongly like to encourage you to give stronger leadership in this matter. There is insufficient public will to stop this practice, as evidenced by the fact that a majority of church members believe that torture in some circumstances is justified. Please make very clear the legal, the moral, the humanitarian arguments against, while also saying, in contradiction to Dick Cheney, torture is counterproductive. It is not helpful to our intelligence need. It is counterproductive in every possible way. Thank you.
My name is Shaquille Sayed. I am Executive Director of Islamic Shura Council of Southern California. President Obama, we admire you, we applaud you for the wonderful work that you are doing. We ask you and we urge you to please end US-sponsored torture of innocent men, women, and children. This is corrosive to the soul of our nation, and you know better than anyone else. We have great hope in you, and we hope and pray that you will do the right thing. End torture. Thank you.
Hello, President Obama. My name is Grace Dernis. I'm with Interfaith Communities United for Justice and Peace. I just want to thank you for the fact that you took, when you took the presidency of our country, you promised transparency and openness. You set up the whitehouse.gov website where we can go and check on your policies and how they're moving through. And I want to thank you for that. In that same line, President Obama, I would like to request that you really bring to justice those people, hold them accountable, those people who committed the torture and who have continued to commit torture in our name. That is not what we want to see in our government. And as Interfaith Communities United for Justice and Peace, we would like to request you to work with your Attorney General Holder to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen in the future. And the way to do that is to redeem the past. Thank you very much for moving forward in that direction. We hope to see some increased policies that will bring people to justice so that truly our country will stand for justice and peace. Thanks very much.
My name is Husam Elution. I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Los Angeles Area Office of CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations. And I'm very honored to send a message to our President, President Obama. I was one of those who believed in your message of hope. I was one of those who believed in the message of change. And I'm waiting for that change on many levels, especially on the level of torture. Torture is a moral issue. Torture impacts the way our country is perceived, the way we perceive ourselves. Torture dehumanizes us before it does dehumanizing the tortured themselves. So please, President Obama, make a difference. Let's end torture. Let's send a moral message and be the moral example for the rest of the world. Thank you.
Dear President Obama, my name is Father Wilfredo Benitez. I'm an Episcopal priest in Garden Grove, California, and rector of St. Anselm of Canterbury Episcopal Church. And I shared some thoughts this afternoon with a group of Muslims and Christians on the issue of torture, and I'd like to share with you some of those thoughts. Torture is completely and incompatible with the Christian faith. There is nothing in the teachings of Jesus, the Prince of Peace, that could be interpreted as a justification for torture. None of the biblical prophets would ever endorse such a practice. Under the occupation of Palestine by Roman Empire, we Christians believe that Jesus himself was the victim of torture and brutal execution. It is inconceivable that his teachings of love and peace and justice could ever be interpreted to justify torture, not even for the alleged sake of homeland security. And so therefore, Mr. President, I urge you to bring all of those who have tortured in the name of the country, in the name of the United States of America, to accountability. especially those people in positions of power, those higher officials who condone this practice. They need to be held accountable. They don't represent our moral interests, and they don't represent our faith as Christians and Muslims and Jews, as people of the Abrahamic traditions. I ask that they be brought to justice. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mirza Kazi. I'm the Deputy Executive Director and Staff Attorney for the Los Angeles office of the Council on American-Islamic Relations. President Obama and Attorney General Holder, please realize that torture is a moral issue. Our country needs to move on and heal from these atrocities. And we are really looking forward to you to open up a criminal investigation to investigate all these allegations of torture. We really need to move on. Thank you.